everyone, my name is Sherry, and as you can tell from the title of this video, this is part of a series. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about what it is I'm recovering from, please go ahead and click on a card here or click on the link down below. And yeah, if you guys don't want to learn a little bit more about a random girl online, that's also perfectly fine. This video is to document for myself and to just have something for myself to reference, and also to just allow for those of you guys who might be going through something similar to not feel so alone, because there's someone online who feels the same way and is going through something similar. I know it's been about a week since I last updated you guys. I believe my last footage was of me about to record my podcast. So an update on that, I jinxed myself. I did meet with technical difficulty. I'm still trying to figure it out. What happened was I had it recorded, I edited it, and then when I tried to, I exported it, and then when I tried to upload it on SoundCloud, for some reason it's just not going up. I've tried re-recording it and the same thing happened. So I'm trying to figure out if it's a problem with SoundCloud, a problem with Audacity, or what went wrong there. So hopefully I figure that out soon and I can put up last week's podcast as well as this week's. And I guess I'll kind of update you guys with just what's been happening. As you guys could tell, I wasn't feeling the greatest last weekend, and I was starting to feel better and it was starting to pick up, and yeah, so for those days I was mostly just trying to catch up on my work, and I didn't feel the greatest just because, as I mentioned before, I felt swollen everywhere, and yeah, it just wasn't the greatest. But I will tell you guys a super embarrassing story of how I know this is kind of working. So the other day, I've always been someone who uses the restroom a lot, like 3 or 4 times a day. And for some reason with this Chinese medicine, I'm going the same amount of times, but I'm expelling a lot more. This might be TMI for some of you guys. But the other day I spent 2 hours plunging the toilet and it still wouldn't go down, so I had to call maintenance. And that's just really embarrassing because maintenance lives in the same building as me, so we cross paths sometimes. So that was really awkward. Thank you, COVID, for making everyone wear face masks, because I think I would feel so much more embarrassed if he had a face mask on and it wasn't COVID season. Like, that would just mean that he expected it to be very stinky. Or 2, if he showed up without a face mask, and I would just be mortified that I would have to smell it. So yeah, that was already embarrassing enough, but what really mortified me was when about 10-15 minutes in, he was like, wow, that's a real workout. It's still not going down, and he was using the long snake thing. And so that was super embarrassing and super mortifying. But at the same time, at least you know that it's at least working to detox my body, right? So yeah, that happened. But mostly for Monday and Tuesday, I was just catching up on work. And then on Wednesday, I was pretty busy. I had a Zoom meeting with a few friends. And then after that, I went to the doctor to get new medicine. So how Chinese medicine works is you're supposed to get checked up every 1 or 2 days, but obviously that's not practical in modern day society. So I've been going in, or I will be going in every week. And basically they check your pulse, they ask you what symptoms you've been having, and they adjust the medicine to suit your body type. And when I say body type, I'm not talking about I'm an inverted triangle, or I'm an apple, or rectangle, or anything like that. When I talk about body type, I'm talking about what's happening inside your body. And so they updated my medicine, and I took it that night, and on Thursday I was down for the count. I woke up for devos and I was just so busy, not busy, I was so dizzy, and I felt just so out of it. I couldn't even really focus that much on my devotionals, which is really bad, and I just wasn't feeling great. After devotionals, I went back to bed and I knocked out until 3. I tried to eat as much as I could because I was like, maybe I'm dizzy because I'm not getting enough food. But even when I ate food, I still felt really dizzy. It was hard for me to even really walk around that much. So I just stayed in bed for a lot of the day. It did get better on Friday, which was good because on Friday I actually had a lot of errands to run. And I was able to have a socially distanced, super safe coffee date with my friend before running on some of the errands, so that was really good. Yesterday I was catching up on a lot of my schoolwork and also work just because I haven't been the best at doing everything while not feeling great, so that has been a Debbie Downer. And today, now is Sunday, I actually have a meeting with a friend on Zoom in a bit, and then I'll watch my church sermon afterwards. Then I have to catch up on schoolwork still. But honestly, even though this past week and a half has been a little bit crazy and not too great feeling, I'm really thankful because this new medicine does not make me feel as bloated as before. I do still feel swelling, my skin still feels hot, and I definitely, like, when I'm putting on things, like, I can feel it's a little bit tender, but it's not as bad as before where I was so swollen that I looked pregnant. I was so swollen that it was red and just my skin was so thin. So I'm thinking that this is a bit milder than my original medication, or maybe a lot of the toxins were already expelled during that time. I wouldn't know, I'm not a doctor. So yeah, that's an update. And also, I guess another update would be I've been doing Instacart deliveries only, just to supplement my income because as you guys know, I've been struggling a little bit in the work area with something that happened. So yeah, with that, I'm currently doing deliveries only because I don't want to expose myself. I know that as of current, I'm in a more compromised position, and my boyfriend actually recommended that I do Instacart. And with Instacart, with deliveries only, I just go in and I grab the bags. I'm losing my voice, but I just go in and grab the bags, I sanitize them, I sanitize my hands, and then I just take it to where it's delivered to, and I drop it off at the door, snap a picture, and I go. Obviously right now with COVID-19, everything is no contact delivery, so that has been helping keep me safe and also just helping me supplement my income. So in the first couple of weeks where I was able to actually work regularly and not like right now how I've not really done any Instacarting, it actually did supplement me a couple $100s. And I mean, that is helpful. Anything is helpful during this time. So I did want to link my referral code down below for you guys, for anyone else who might be going through a pay cut, furlough, or even unemployment. I think that this is actually a great way of supplementing your income. If you are comfortable going shopping for people, you can earn a lot more than I do, just because with deliveries only, I'm limited to deliveries only orders, and also obviously you don't get as much of a tip, and you also don't get as much of a pay from Instacart itself. Whereas with a full order, you're going through and you're picking out the items. If it's someplace that you are familiar with, like Target, CVS, or Sprouts, Whole Foods, wherever you shop at, you can probably get the items a lot faster too. So you'll be getting paid more from Instacart, probably more from tip, and also you'll be doing it at a fast enough time where you're earning more money and it makes more sense for you to do that. As again, just for me, just because I'm not just because I'm in a more immunocompromised position right now, I don't want to go into a grocery store and take my time shopping for things, touching a lot of things that others may have touched. I mean, even with my own groceries, I order them delivered. I know that I'm currently in a financial bind, but I just find a lot more security in that, just getting it delivered, and then once it's delivered, I can spray down the bag, open it, and just sanitize everything in it, and then put it in my pantry and fridge. That's just a lot safer for me personally. And I do want to let you guys know I've gotten clearance from both Western and Eastern doctors that I am not contagious, and that is why I don't mind doing this delivery job, because I know I'm not putting people at risk. Even though I am coughing, it's something that's internal. It's not an external virus or bacteria or anything that can be passed on to someone else. So with that, as I said, I'll be linking down below my referral code. If you guys are doing this full time, you guys will be helping me earn a couple extra bucks by using my referral code. But obviously, if you guys are doing this part time, you guys won't be giving me much financially through the referral code, but I will at least get a gauge of how my content is helping others and if this content is useful for anyone. So please go ahead and use the referral code down below. So I think that's really all the updates I have. I'll probably just be catching up today with stuff that I have to do, trying to figure out how to get that podcast to post, and then I'll hopefully be able to catch you guys up more next week and be more active on YouTube. So I'll talk to you guys later.